I'll watch some TV. It'll help me to relax!
Welcome back to the Ren and Stimpy recap. Last week we finished off Season 3 with Lair of the Lummox, and today we are kicking off Season 4 with Hermit Ren.
And with these hands, I hold the fate of millions.
We start with the title card, which I like a lot. The imagery with the cave and the red text looks great, and I really like that we got Ren's eyes in there as well. The music is kind of crazy, which you'd think would clash with the title card, but in my opinion it really fits. Okay, so it took them 4 seasons, but they have finally lost it. In this episode, Ren and Stimpy's house is an upside down cow, which you enter through a door in the back of the cow. What?
Someone's dying, my lord. A kumbaya.
Stimpy is playing this instrument, which I'm pretty sure someone told me what it's called, but I have really bad memory. We hear a car crash outside and Ren screaming and getting into a fight with the dog.
Hey lady, get that dog off of my lawn!
Ren is not looking great. Stimpy keeps playing music as Ren seems to be having a seizure, and he stands in the corner looking like this before finally breaking down.
Your dinner's in the oven.
I'll get it myself.
That's a fantastic detail shot, and probably one of the best in the whole show, although there is much competition. Ren goes into the kitchen to take out his very burned dinner. Ren just looks dead inside. Well, not anymore, because now he burned off half his tongue, which is some very painful imagery. Stimpy gives him some very, very old milk.
You stay away from me!
Ren wants to shave, but he gets very mad when his razor is gone and Stimpy is using it to pluck in a nail into his finger. He returns it to Ren, who cuts himself in the chin. Ren steps on the music box and screams as it plays music, and then we see the return of Stimpy's cartoon as it plays on the TV. The phone starts ringing as well, now making Ren go crazy from all the sounds.
No! I can't take anymore!
Nah, Billy West is really amazing as Ren. This freakout moment was both great and justified. Ren says he has had enough of Stimpy and he gets ready to leave.
I'm going where I can be alone! Once and for all!
This is great. Ren says he is leaving and is never coming back, and he slams the door, playing the music box when he walks and then coming back to throw it at Stimpy.
Now, to be a professional hermit, Mr. Hoek, you'll need your very own private cave!
I enjoy how they keep bringing back the salesman in salesman roles. Now, Wilbur Cobb being thrown into vastly different roles is a discussion for another time, but I always like seeing the salesman return.
No sunlight, no bathing, and absolutely no friends!
Ren says he has absolutely no problems with that and goes to check in. The salesman presses the red button, which closes the cave, leaving Ren truly alone. What a great concept for a special. I really like the visuals of the cave, and from what I heard in my comment section, this episode is known for having good visuals, which I'm very excited about.
No more annoyances, just peace and solitude.
I really wish I could put more of the episodes in these videos, because I always feel bad about cutting off great Ren dialogue. But he is really happy about being away from Stimpy, which, come on, how has he not learned his lesson yet?
Doesn't get any better than this. Just a little rearrangement of the front.
Ren discovers a body under the rock, which is for sure up there with the show's darkest moments. Ren is really happy about finding what he calls a mummified bugman, since he now has someone to talk to who can't talk back.
Whoops.
We get a little imagination segment as Ren thinks of the things he has always wanted to do, which includes clipping his toenails, writing a novel, and building what looks like a yak-killing machine.
Listen to my Urethra Franklin records. Fix the Buick.
We cut back to Stimpy in the cow, who is wondering when Ren is coming home. Stimpy doesn't seem to be doing too well, and he has cooked the music box. We see the months fly by, as it has now been half a year since Ren left. Now okay, this episode looks great. The faces, the designs and the colors are all on point. Ren is super hungry and goes to get something to eat.
I shall go find some food. Hold the fort while I'm gone.
As he is looking, Ren is making this face, which is really funny to me. He steps in poop, bat poop to be more exact. Upon seeing the bats, Ren hallucinates a giant cow. Man, I was so scared that Ren was gonna bite it. The bat knocks Ren out and screams at him as we cut to him waking up. I'm assuming it's an ad cut, because there was really no need for a fade to black transition there. Next, Ren hallucinates a rock as a farmer who he calls Old Man Farmer Hoek.
I'm starving. What should I do?
Don't be a darn weakling, boy.
So this guy is a Hoek, but he kind of looks like a human. He's not a Chihuahua at least, that's for sure. He says Ren is a natural-born scavenger, as we see he has bugs in his armpit, which, no.
Entire herds of fleas, ticks, and chiggers to raise and ranch.
He basically wants Ren to eat whatever gross stuff he can find, and that's what Ren does, as Old Man Farmer Hoek laughs at him before disappearing, and then we cut back to Stimson. What is he made of? I get an answer for this when Stimpy sticks his spoon in his ear to finish Ren's ears. And then we cut back to the mountain with a fantastic shot. This looks like an album cover. This is just awesome. Hermit Ren was one of the episodes I was most excited to rewatch after season 2, and it's delivering hard right now. Ren is looking crazy, and I think we get a callback to Stimpy's fan club here with Ren's hands. This is so trippy, I love it. But yeah, how he looked at his hands looked very similar to how he did it in Stimpy's fan club. Ren sees himself in the mummy and starts running, but runs right into a pile of bat poop, and then he makes it into Stimpy.
That's right. You heard me.
The mummy is talking now and tells Ren that he is his own best company, and says that Ren doesn't need anyone else cause he got himself and his feelings.
Anger, fear, and ignorance.
Alright, so I can't help but compare this to literally just 2 episodes ago with Ren's bitter half. These 3 designs are amazing and fixes the problem I had with Ren's 2 sides in the season 3 episode. This is 3 distinct designs that all have so much personality despite just representing a single feeling.
Hey, how about a game of blackjack?
Can I also just say that having angry Ren, scared Ren and ignorant Ren is so much better than evil and indifference. I didn't quite like them using evil as one of his 2 personality traits, but these 3 makes much more sense to me.
I hate games.
Call 991!
Ah, I want a pretzel.
Nah, that got me laughing. I miss laughing at this show. Ren is already getting mad at his feelings, as ignorant Ren says go fish and starts eating his cards.
You're trying to cheat!
Yeah, your whole life's a cheat.
Ren is so crazy in this episode, it's honestly just magical to watch. The scary Ren says Ren cheats, and now Ren starts tweaking for real.
Stop!
Ren asks the three other what they are, or who they are, and says they are not his friends, but are just there to trick him. Then we see that, well, surprise surprise, they aren't really here and are actually just a pile of rocks.
Stand back! One false move, and the mummy gets it!
Now, what did the mummy do? Ren says he knows all about their plots that they are all in on together, and then starts beating the rocks with the upper half of the mummy. The rock covering the entrance is removed, and angry Ren says it's the Hermit Union leader, and it's Jasper. He's here to say that Ren has broken the cardinal rule of hermitude by having imaginary friends. Now, I would not call them his friends, but I get it.
You are officially kicked out of the Hermit Union!
Ren is kicked out of the Hermit Union and gets his beard pulled off by Jasper, who sends him and Bat Poop Stimpy walking down the mountain as Ren's feelings, the mummy, Old Man Farmer Hoek, the salesman, and the bats all salute him.
Giddy up, horsey! Giddy up!
Ren gets back home to see Stimpy dressed up, and of course they think this scene is just perfect to use the Space Madness theme in. Like, just leave that track alone. Ren says he has been gone for 10 years, and he is mad at Stimpy for making a fake Ren, while himself carrying a fake Stimpy.
Well, it's great to be back, buddy!
The fake Ren and Stimpy also hug each other, and that's how the episode ends, clocking in at only 17 minutes. But while I would usually be mad that the rest of the episode is spent on boring log-like segments, we got something different here.
Hello, folks! Welcome to another episode of Untamed World.
That's so crazy, and I'm so hyped about them doing segments like this instead. Stimpy says that in last week's episode, Ren was ripped to bits by a pack of bloodthirsty Peruvian boot weasels. I thought his name was Marilyn, though, not Ren.
Here, the laws of time and gravity work together in a symphony of de-evolution.
We are going to Miami, Florida, where we see the Florida jungle, which looks better than the entirety of the last Untamed World episode. And we have a snake watching the Muddy Mudskipper show, which is a nice touch.
Yes, the creature I'm speaking of is the rare and elusive wily tree geezer.
This better not be a Lummox. I'm actually kind of surprised Stimpy even left the Untamed World office, since I thought that they would just save budget by doing a Ask Dr. Stupid style ad with minimal animation, but no, he's out and about.
Could that be a pair of tree geezers now? Nope, it's just a couple of blue-crested biddies.
Well, the segment is kind of similar to Lair of the Lummox, where Stimpy is just seeing humans and calling them by different species names. This makes me wonder even more why Lair of the Lummox needed to exist as a double-length special.
The only true way to spot a species is to identify their traits. Take the gray-tufted old fogey, for instance.
This is very similar to the Lair of the Lummox. Stimpy sees an old guy coughing and says it's his hacking call, and then a guy steals a nut from a squirrel and uses his dentures to crush it.
Bandy-legged codger, whose chief activity is complaining about the government, plays host to the near-extinct...
Still kind of cool to see Wilbur in a segment, and in this one you could argue that he's just playing himself. He does the Wilbur Cobb thing and talks about nonsense for a straight minute, and then Stimpy finally spots the tree geezer.
What luck! It's him! Quite possibly the last of his kind! The wily tree geezer!
Kind of looks like that one guy from the ending of Eat My Cookies. He jumps Stimpy and starts trying to eat him, and then we cut back to the office, and then it ends in a very, very dark way.
Join us next week when we'll be learning the gentle art of taxidermy.
So that was Hermit Ren. This one was really good. It was one I had high expectations for, and I was not disappointed at all. This episode has some of the best visuals I've seen so far in this show. The new designs are amazing, and the whole cave setting just looks great. Additionally, we had some very good facial expressions here, which I felt was lacking in last... Actually, much of what was lacking in last season is like done better here. It's like coming back. Because Ren's characterization in this episode makes up for all its lack of characterization in season 3. I love how he just completely deranged he is in this episode, and it's an episode that really focuses on him and his insanity, which is good. The episode does the thing that we have seen a couple of times now, with Ren and Stimpy splitting up and then starting to miss each other, but I think they did a good job on not putting too much emphasis on that part of the plot, so it didn't feel like a rehash. Stimpy didn't get that much to do, naturally, since the episode was about Ren, but I enjoyed the side plot a lot too. This is another episode where there is basically nothing I dislike, and that's coming right off an episode where there was basically nothing I liked. Fun fact, this is the only special in the season, and next season also only has one special, which makes my comment earlier about how I'm excited to see some Ren and Stimpy segments kind of funny, because there is only one episode left where that could happen, since they only use segments with specials in the game's era, so we won't be seeing much more Untamed World, which is honestly fine, I guess, because I wasn't really a big fan of that segment. All in all, a good episode, and a great start to the season. Join me next week where we are taking a look at House of Next Tuesday.
Goodbye, folks.